home game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Look out, he's got room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Moore. Bringing the heat. On the move and looking. Rolling right and going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the option. The pitch. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He wants to change this route. Underwood. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Moore will throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Here's Underwood to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use again.
Here's a little room there, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. There's the pressure. And they got it.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town.